opportunity to, actually just sit here and just think about all the things that God has done. Like his presence is just so powerful. His words, y'all, his words of encouragement, his words that guide you through life. And I remember the times where I used to go to church with my dad, and in those moments I really didn't want to go. I didn't want to, but I knew that that was what's best for me. In spite of what my father was going through, he made sure that we was in the church house. And I thank him for that, because it was allowing me to see who I was in Christ. Even though I wasn't aware at the moment, it grounded my foundation when I had nowhere to go, when I had nobody to talk to. Even when I wasn't hearing from God, God was still speaking to me. I would never forget. I was in church one day, y'all, and I was still watching stuff I wouldn't have no business, like pornography, addiction, and stuff like that at a young age. So I remember my pastor praying over my eyes, y'all, and the prayer that he prayed, it broke me in a good way. It broke me free. And as I was, he asked me, he was like, "You know what I'm talking about, right?" And I said, "Yeah," but I really didn't know. But on my way to my seat, I got planted in the seat, and I heard God's voice loud and clear, loud and clear. And he said, "Pornography, y'all." And if he could have yelled it to me, he would have yelled it to me, because that's what it was. It was so loud. It was so powerful. And I'm just having chills just thinking about it, because I know what God has brought me through. I know what God has brought me out of. I know that I'm not the only one that's going through this. I know that I'm no better than you. We may experience some things together, but I'm no better than you. We are on this journey together. I am in no competition with nobody. I'm rooting for you. I want to see you at the next level. But in that moment, I didn't know how to react. Y'all, like like I said, my dad was bringing us to church. I was hearing God, but I didn't want a relationship with God, because I didn't want to leave the world alone. I didn't want to let it go. I didn't want to grow up. I didn't. And earlier today, when I got up, no, I probably said like an hour after I got up, I was sitting here, and I pray every morning, and I was just walking in my living room, and God told me, he said, change looks different when you never seen it done. Change is difficult when you never seen it done before. And he gave me a flashback, y'all, and I just started to look back over my life, and I'm like, change is different. People will call you different. People will say, "Oh, you're different," or "You acting funny," because you are choosing a higher road. You are choosing a better road for yourself. You are choosing to do something different. You are choosing to step out of this comfort zone. You are willing to be set apart. What happens to the people that want to be set apart? Everybody wants to click together. Everybody wants to be so buddy, y'all, with other people. People are taking their lives. Like, people are hurting themselves because they're trying to find a peace. They're trying to find happiness that the world cannot give. And all along, those things are on the inside of you. Those things are here in you. You don't have to find it. You don't have to seek it, because what is for you is for you. What is in you is in you. You have the ability to bring it out. I can't force you to have peace. I can't force you to be happy. You got to make that decision for yourself. You have to make the decision for yourself. You have to be willing to say, "I want change. I want to do something different. I want to see myself on a different level. I require these things for myself so that I can be successful, so that I can produce in life." And so many of us, we get so caught up in just living day to day. And I was guilty of that. was guilty. But God had to convict me like, girl, I've given you a gift. The moment that I was fired from my job, I'm like, okay, God, like, you know what was happening. Like, you know that somebody stole from me. It wasn't me. But how can I move forward? How can I? And I sat in that, y'all. I sat in it. God answered my prayer because I told him I did not want to work during the holidays. And he got me fired. I was fired from my job from, well, what? September. September is when I was fired from my job. God said, this is the prayer that you've been asking for. But it came in a way that caught you by surprise. But it wasn't a surprise for me. So I sat here and I'm asking I didn't even want to do nothing. I was sitting in my lap. I got people around me in my ear telling me, oh, you need to get a job. Are you going to find you another job? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do it? Mind your business. Because in this purpose, in this season let me not say season. Let me catch myself. In this life that we are walking hand in hand with God, fulfilling our purpose, we have to be different. We are called, we are set apart. The world wants quick money. The world wants easy money. But we know when we're working with God, it's going to come with some sacrifices. We're going to have to cut some things off, cut some people off, let some things go. The things that no longer serves you. The things that no longer bring you peace. You got to be willing to let it go. I had to let so many people go. Yes, it hurt. It hurt. But I knew that these people were not beneficial for my growth. I even had to look at family members differently because God said they are not there yet. And that's another thing God was telling me this morning. You had to reintroduce yourself to people that you once knew because they don't know the real you. They know you by the limitations that is put on you by the world. That's how they remember you. They don't want to know you by the real you. And he told me the support is not going to come from the ones that you love. Those friends, your family, yeah, it may be from here and there, but they're not going to support you for real. So imagine hearing that when you rooting for everybody else. When you clapping your hands, rooting in the back, oh, I'm so happy for you. But God is like, you don't need those hand claps. You don't need that support. Because of the people that I have that is aligned with their destiny will be there. They will not fake it. They will not flog it. And they will be supportive. They will be there when you need them. Think about the times where we need people and they're not there for us. Think about the times where you there, they call you, hey, can you help me with this? Yeah, I got you. You stop everything that you're doing to go help them. It's time for you to prioritize yourself. Yes, I know that it can be such a challenge, so challenging when we want to help, when we want to go beyond our means to help somebody else. But it's like, you gotta learn when to stop. You gotta put those boundaries in place. And that's what God told me a few years ago. He told me, you don't have any boundaries. Because I remember people used to call me, hey, Tamara, can we talk about this? Like, hey, you got time? You don't even ask me if I'm busy. You call me, I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, you good? No, because da 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 da. Like, you going off about your day. You don't even know if I'm in the place or a season to receive what you're giving me. Now I get off the phone with you, I got a headache. I get off the phone with you, my spirit is grieved. When, yes, if you could have called me, or before you called me, you could have asked me, hey, are you in the headspace to talk about this? Hey, are you free? Then we can talk. But the fact that you call my phone with your drama, you don't even ask me if I'm in a place to receive it. I gotta carry on not just my stuff. I gotta carry on yours too. So now I gotta take it to the throne in prayer to get this off of me. So you gotta realize, and you have to detect the energies that's around you. You gotta see what's around you. Because if it don't, it's going to bring you down. And we need to wake up, y'all. We need to rise up. We need to get up and rise. Rise to that standard that God wants you to be at. And as I was, if you don't know, I am starting Saturday, April the 19th until June the 7th of 2025. God has called me to do a mentorship program. So, in the midst of me getting my words together, I was sitting here, I had got everything written out. But God told me he wanted me to tweak it a little bit. So I was on my laptop yesterday, and he told me, he said, my people need to rise. My people are afraid to get up. They are afraid to walk in purpose because they are comfortable living in society's norms. You know, when you are called, you know, when you are chosen, you don't fit in. You can try so many times. You can try so hard to just fit in, and it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. So God is calling you out. He said, I am calling my people to come to the front of the line. No longer shall you stand in the back of the line. It's time for you to arise. Take your rightful place in the kingdom. Live as you are a child of the Most High God. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself and your ability to say, I got this. I know because I believe in God. And back in 2022, I got it written down in my journal. God told me, he said, I need you to believe in yourself just as much as you believe in me. I need you to believe in yourself just as much as you believe in me, because you are afraid of success and you are afraid of failure. But I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. So just imagine hearing that from your creator. Imagine hearing that when you thought you was doing the best that you can, but the fear had a grip on you. Fear had a grip on you. Doubt had a grip on you. Procrastination had a grip on you. All these demonic entities had a grip on your life. But not anymore. Not anymore. When you take your rightful place in the kingdom, when you take your rightful place in your oh Jesus, I hear you, Lord. When you take your rightful place in your progress, see, I was gonna say purpose, but God said progress, because this is the process that you need to go through in order for you to get to that promised land that he has for you. So you got to get up. You got to arise. You got to come forward. You got to be bold. You got to be strong, and you got to be willing to step outside of the crowd. You got to be willing to do something different. You got to be willing to do something that you've never seen done before. You got to be willing to say, okay, I'm going all in. Okay, I can't sit here expecting a handout. I can't sit here expecting things to go the way that I want them to go. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So you got to get up. You got to arise. You got to come forward. You have to come forward. And don't rush the process. Trust the process. And as I'm saying, come forth, I want you to know that I'm not rushing you. I want you to take your time, but in the timing of God, everything will align. What I need you to do, I need you to write a plan. If God has already given you the vision, write it down and ask God, Lord, what steps can I take for me to get to the place that you desire for me to be? How do I get there? God gave me a vision back in 2021. I remember I just left my job. Yep, I just quit my job around that time, a little after COVID. It was June, no, it was February 2021. I wanted to do something different. I said, okay, I had my own plan, y'all, my own plan. I said, I'm going to start this business. I'm going to get, I'm going to sell these lashes. Mind y'all, I don't even know how to put on lashes, let alone selling them. So make that make sense. So I had my own plan. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna sell my lash company. I'm gonna sell my lashes, get this lash company, and then I'm gonna go to school for my veterinarian assistant. That wasn't the way that God intended for me to go either. So, yeah, I had it all figured out. So nothing was working in my favor. Nothing was working out in my favor. I started the Instagram and all that stuff, and it was just everything was at a standstill. Like I did not see any favor. I did not see God move in that area. So I remember just asking, like, Lord, what can I do? Like, how can I serve? That's what I asked, Lord, how can I serve? And I remember just sitting in the bathroom. Um, yeah, I was sitting in the bathroom and I was just sitting there. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to go in the bathroom out of all places. I don't know. But I remember I just had the lights off and I was just it was quiet, it was peaceful, and it was dark outside. So I remember just looking at the window and my blinds were closed, but I just remember just staring. And God gave me a vision in that moment. And in the vision, I was standing on the stage and I seen a room full of women. They were all celebrating, clapping hands like we were at a stadium or something. But I remember standing on stage with a microphone and God gave me a tour of the room. And I was a little afraid at first. And I'm like, me? And it brought me to tears because I'm like, just a little girl, a black girl that came from Buffalo, New York, now in North Carolina, like living her life for the Lord. And I thought I had it all figured out. I thought I was just going to work, get into corporate America, and, go to school until I got my veterinarian assistant and work my business. But God had other plans. And I'm like, Lord, you chose me. You chose me to do this. The one that was diagnosed with lead poisoning at a young age. The one that was drinking an alcoholic. The one that lost her identity at a young age. You want me? You want me? You chose me? And that's how you have to say about yourself. That's how you have to think. Like, Lord, you want me? You chose me. You set me apart because you are beautiful. You have everything that God has equipped you with. Don't look at the things that you cannot control because that is just an asset to bring forth your story. You have to realize that you are worthy. You have what it takes. And God has more in store for you. So don't settle. Don't settle. Get up. Arise. Come forth. Because God has more in store for you. He's not done. So if you thought he was done, think again. Your situation may not be where you want it to be. But just know that God is not done. God still has a plan. God still wants to move. God still has a future for you, for your children, for your family, for your husband, your marriage. So just keep going. Keep going, and then you will get there. You will get there. So keep your head up. Forget what the naysayers say. They're going to look at you crazy anyways. And you just got to learn how to laugh because at this point, I'm just like, girl, I ain't going back to no job. It ain't for me. The last job I worked at, y'all, I'm being so transparent with y'all. The last job I worked at, I stayed there for I went through orientation. Orientation was like 3 days. And then I did my first day on the job. And I tell y'all, I felt miserable. God did not allow me to have peace. He did not allow me to have peace at all. So I got there and I'm like, Lord, I don't like this. Like, I gotta fit into the routine of the world again. And I'm not saying that anything is wrong with working a 9 to 5. That's not what I'm saying. But I know that it wasn't a fit for me because God has called me out and He shut that door so many times. And I feel like He opened this door just to show me, like, okay, since you want to be hard-headed, I'm going to give you this job. And then when I give it to you, you're not going to like it. So it's going to force you to just work for yourself in purpose, doing what you've been called to do. See, that's what happens when we keep pushing off our purpose. And we keep praying and asking God for things that God has told us no about. See, we forced that door open when God has already closed that door. Don't open it. Don't reopen it. Stand still. Stand still because God is going to provide more than that job can. God is going to show up for you more than I don't even know, y'all. I just lost my train of thought. But stay the course. Stay the course. Like, stay focused. Stay in your own lane. Don't worry about what's beside you. Don't worry about what's behind you. Because there's nothing but distractions. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the enemy has been, I ain't even gonna say the enemy. I feel like God has been testing me. God has been testing me because exes and all these things, they've been coming back, trying to resurface, trying to reconnect. What is you doing here? What you doing here? You have no place. And I say that in the most humblest way possible. But I can't go back to the things that I had to pray my way out of. I forgive you, but I can't return back to the things that I once cried myself to sleep over. The nights when I was heartbroken, the nights where I lost my identity in the man, trying to figure out who I am because I gave my all to you and I had nothing in return. Don't do that. And that goes for my men and women. Don't do that. Look forward. You left for a reason. God got you out of that situation just to show you that you deserve better, that He has more in store for you. So it's time for you to get up. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies and I'm just sniffling and I'm crying and all that stuff like that. So you might hear me sniffling. I'm sorry. But you got to come forth. Move forward. Do something different. Be different. Be bold. Be confident. Be strong in all that God has created you to do. And be. And just know that your time here is limited. But how you use it is up to you. How you can benefit from it is up to you. So don't sit in your lack. Don't be like me. Don't sit in your pity. Get up and do something about it. Get up and make a difference. Get up and make a change. Because the world needs you. We need what you have to offer. So don't be afraid. Be strong. Be diligent. And be obedient, most importantly. That's the most important thing that I said on this call today. Is to be obedient. Because obedience is the delay of gratification. You wonder why your life is at a standstill. Why God is not moving on your behalf. Why your finances are acting funny. Or they ain't looking right. I'm going to say acting funny. Because they are. They know what they supposed to be doing. But God is like, y'all stop. Y'all don't even go into her bank account. Don't even go into his bank account. We're going to stop this mid-year. Because y'all You weren't obedient enough to do what I told you to do when you needed to do it. So now you gotta wait. And the moment that I press play, or you press play on the thing that I told you to do, is when I press play on your finances. When I press play on the house. When I press play on the car. But I need you to put your faith where your mouth is. And I need you to do it. Don't just talk about doing it. Get up and do it. Make a move. Because you don't know what's connected to your obedience. Your yes is connected to your obedience. The thing you've been praying and asking God for is connected to your obedience. You don't know what else God has in store for you. It may be that job. It may be that degree. It may be your grades. It's no telling. But you got to be willing to say, I will do it, Lord. Yes, I will do it. Yes. My answer is yes. I will say yes. I give you a fresh yes on today. And I will move. I will take the steps that I need to take in order for me to get to the place that I desire to be. The place that you're telling me to go, I will go. And those, oh Jesus, I just heard God say, and those pharaohs will let you go. Jesus told Pharaoh, let my people go. And he let them go. He had no choice. So those things that got you bound, when God said let them go, let them go. Fear gotta go. Depression gotta go. Doubt gotta go. Procrastination has to go. But the moment that you hold on to it with a bare fist, they still gonna wrap this stuff around you. Think about a rope, y'all. Or like a thread, like I can't even talk. A thread that's hanging from your shirt. And you keep pulling on that thread. You keep pulling on it. You're just losing your clothes. Like you losing more and more of your clothes. Because that string was the thing that tied it all together. But God is like, let him go. Let him go. So God is pulling on the string and you're just losing it. Like you losing the fear, you losing the depression, you losing the anxiety, you losing all these things that are not supposed to be tied to you. See, that was placed on you by the world. They were placed on you by the world's limitations of you, the world's expectations on you. Oh, she's not supposed to be there. She don't deserve to be there. He don't deserve to be over there. What he doing on that stage? How he get on that stage? He not qualified. He don't have what it takes. She don't have what it takes. Who are you to tell me what I'm qualified for? Because God qualifies the call. God said I'm able. God put me on that stage. God opened that door for me. Not me. I just did what he told me to do. And now I'm here feasting at the table, sitting pretty, ready to enjoy it. Because so many times we get so caught up in just going to the next thing. But we have to learn how to embrace the moment. Celebrate yourself in the moment, no matter how big or small your accomplishment is. And I said that because the Lord just dropped this in my spirit. We get so caught up in moving on so fast. Embrace your moment. Embrace your season. If nobody's seen it done before, that's on them. Because now you get to see me living the way that God has intended for me to live. But I gotta make it. I'm going to make it. Whether you like it or not. Whether you'll be here for me or not. I'm going to make it. I will get there. May not be when I want to get there, but God will make a way for me to get there. I'm in no rush. I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time. And I'm thankful and I'm thanking everything and everybody that has got me to where I am today. all the exes, all the old friends, all the family members that didn't support me or support you. Thank them. Don't be upset with them because they were just a story, a part of your story. And then, in certain books, after certain characters leave, they add new characters, or a movie. Let's just look at it as a movie. Certain characters are fulfilled for certain roles. And after that role is done, the next person comes in. You fulfilled your part in my life, and I'm thankful for you. But in this new season, I can't bring you along with me. You don't belong. I'm sorry. I thank you for being a part of my process, but I can't take you with me anymore. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to move along. And I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you nothing but success. But I have to put me first. I have to do what is required of me in order for me to get to that place that God has called me to be. And that's how we have to be, y'all. So just live, believe, and become. I don't even know what I just said because that was not me. I do not remember what I just said. I was going to repeat it, but I don't remember what it was. But do what God has told you to do. Be obedient. Walk by faith. And just know that everything will work out the way that it's supposed to. Don't rush it. Take your time. Let it play its course. Let the people in your life play their course because they're there for a reason. And if you feel like they're not there for a reason, remove them. You have the choice to remove them. You can get them out your life. But after you do that, pray peace over them. Send them back to the Lord. Lord, I release this person unto you. I ask that you please just have peace. Give them peace, Lord, in the midst of their struggle. If they're if they have a broken heart, Lord, ask them. Ask God to heal their broken heart. Whatever they may be dealing with, Lord, I release this person to you so that I won't deal with mistreatment. So I won't deal with low self-esteem. Because you know that a broken person will cause you to have low self-esteem, depression, and all these things because those are the demons that that are attached to that spirit. But that's the video for a whole nother day. But y'all know I can keep on going. So I'm not going to talk y'all head up too long. But I just want to thank y'all for your time. Just actually listen. To just listen. And I am open to feedback. So I'm going to leave the comments open. But if y'all are more than welcome to let me know. Engage with me. Interact with me. Like, talk to me, y'all. I'm human too. It's okay. You can talk to me. But yes, y'all, I just wanted to just thank y'all for just taking the time out to listen. To listen. But yes, I want to also invite you guys. I am doing a free mentorship for the month of April, May, and June. So April 19th is when it starts, and it is over on June the 7th of 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be meeting on Zoom, and we'll be going over ways to get up and how to walk in your purpose, how to heal from your past pain, your past trauma, and the things that no longer serve you. In order for you to be happy, in order for you to have the peace, in order for you to walk in that light that God has called you to walk in, it's time for you to arise. You got to heal. You have to let go of the things that no longer serve you. So if you are interested, I will leave the link in the description box. Please let me know. I will keep it up with y'all and everything like that. So I will keep you guys updated. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.